Hello everyone, it's Della DuLac. Today I'm going to share with you a few samples that I did with Nature's Symphony. What a beautiful suite. I love the paper, so pretty. We're going to see a little bit of that in a minute. And then we've got the stamp set and the dies and these wonderful little hexagon, so cute, little gems, bronze pentagons, sorry. Okay, so let me show you a little bit more of this paper. So in here in the mini catalog, it will show you how our concept artist came up with this paper. Really pretty. And I'm going to show you, I did a card similar to this where you use the negative space and the die cut at the same time. Let's move this out of the way. Let's see this beautiful paper. Oh, here's the stamp set and the dies. Okay, and then this beautiful paper, you've got, I've already used a couple sheets. So this is what I had left that I haven't used yet. And then the beautiful colors on the other side. Usually when I have my 12 by 12 paper, I will cut it so it's 6 by 12. And then I will cut that down into the 4-inch pieces. So I'll get 6 sheets or 6 card fronts. And then when I cut them down to the mat on my card, let me pull out one of these and the die cut that I've already done. So I've cut it down so it's 6 by 12. So you can see here, and then this little strip up here. So I've got the 4 by 6 pieces, and then I will trim this down to 5 1/4. And I've got this nice little piece that I put on the inside of my cards. So I use all of my paper. Let's move that, and we'll get to some of my samples. And this one I just did a little monochromatic, just 2 colors. I've got the shaded spruce and just a little bit of that sea foam, but you're still in the green family. So fairly simple. Did full strength stamping and stamping off, so you can get 2 tones out of 1 ink pad. A little stamping on the inside. And then I'll show you how I did this one as well. Very simple fun fold. Very cute. Love that. And then here is, oh, I buried the card. Let's move those pieces over. So here are those cards that I did, very similar to the one in the catalog, but I've used them together. So in the catalog, they used them separately on 2 different cards. This one here, let's move that. Oops. Move that over here. And so I've got 2 pieces of my DSP, my Designer Series paper, and I cut them, I put them together and cut them at the same time. And they came out very nicely. I don't normally double up my paper when I run them the dies through, but it actually cut out very nice. I wouldn't do more than 2 pieces at the same time because sometimes you just don't get that detail, but they actually worked out pretty well. So I've cut them like this, and then I'm just going to swap them. Swap them. And you could probably try to flip this over. It will definitely go a different direction. So if you wanted to do something like that, but you're gonna have that rough edge of the cut facing up. So if you don't mind that, or if you want a little bit more of a distressed look, you can even, take an emery board and really rough that up. So it depends on what look you're going for, but I wanted to do it like this. So you can see some of that card base underneath. So, and you can get a very different look depending on what color you put underneath it. So these, I did the shaded spruce, and you have that nice, oh, I can get a hold of that guy. There we go. You've got that solid leaf facing or showing through the negative space. And you will definitely get a different feel depending on what color cardstock you put that on. And you can do this if you don't have this paper or you use up all of your paper. Oh, here's the other one, the other print. This one was really pretty too. Loved these. So again, I just cut them out like that and then swapped them so they would stand out just a little bit better. And then I have my little piece at the top that I will put on the inside of the card. Let's move those guys over here. So I've got the inside of my card like this with another little, this one is the vanilla, and did the basic white on the inside of this one. Okay, so if you can do the same thing with just some colored cardstock, like these. And again, of course, you're going to have some different looks. So I did, and these I did not cut at the same time. I ran them through separately because the cardstock is just a little bit thicker than the DSP. So I've got my dies, and then you can swap them like this. And then depending on what you mat them on, you'll have just a slightly different look. So this is Granny Apple and Shaded Spruce, and then this is the Lemon Lime Twist. So just a little bit lighter than the Granny Apple. And here's black. That's very striking. Nice shadow. So super fun. Play with that, or play with any of your dies. You can do this with just about anything you want. Okay, let's come back to this one. So I'm just going to show you very quickly how I did that one. I'm not going to do any stamping, you know, magic of TV. I have my little parts here. But what I did with this one here, I did my stamping on both sides first, and then I folded it. So I just folded it in half. Get a nice crease with your bone folder, and then fold it back on itself. Line it up with that nice fold edge. There you go. Super quick fun fold. And then when you put this one on, make sure that you've got adhesive on one side of this and the fold line. There you go. And then you'll have your opposite, your glue here. Don't put this over here, you're going to glue your card shut. So flip it over like that, and then just center that in your card like this. There we go. And then there's that card front, or that here, and that's how you would assemble this card. Super quick and easy, fun fold, very cute. If I can keep a hold of it, there we go. Very fun. I hope you like these projects and this suite. Definitely head on over to my website and pick those up if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to give me a thumbs up and have a great day.